Lindo, thank you so much for joining us. You've said in the statement that you've circulated that load shedding is a reactive approach rather than being proactive. Now, I dare say that South Africans watching you would say, we've tried to be proactive, but it doesn't seem to matter. What do you say to them?
Okay, first let me start by greeting you. Yes, indeed, load shedding is a reactive. It's a reactive approach rather than being proactive. I'll tell you why. Before I worked for Prominent Energy Solution, I used to work for Eskom. Eskom defines load shedding as a last resort or last option that they take in an event where they're having an excessive demand and they can't keep up. And South Africa has been having load shedding for quite a number of years now, meaning it is already known from Eskom's side that they can't keep up with the demand all the time. And if you look at load shedding, the basic reason on what propels load shedding is a demand and supply issue rather than being a supply issue. In other words, for Eskom to be in a crisis of not being able to supply it because people are demanding more than what Eskom can supply. So this thing needs to be looked at from both sides, from the consumer side, who are responsible for the demand, and from the supplier's side, which is Eskom in this instance, who's unable to supply us all the time. Now, a typical example would be if people are switching on more from their side, then Eskom needs to demand. Instead of Eskom supplying all these load shedding schedule to people, we rather be communicating measures of items that to be switched off in order to achieve whatever excessive amount that they can't keep up to. So companies like our company, they do have solutions in place that people can be able to employ in their houses, employ in their businesses in order to be able to reduce the demand. And the good thing about it is that while you're reducing your demand, you're also saving in your money. And on your electricity bill, so there's money going back into your pocket.
Now, when we had load shedding, especially about a week ago, we had load shedding for a couple of weeks. We spoke to a number of businesses that were quite literally caught with their pants down and were unable to keep their businesses going. There was running around for generators and all of those kinds of things. Yeah. You're saying that because load shedding is here to stay, or blackouts are here to stay, that there are things that businesses, especially small and medium enterprises, can do to ensure that load shedding doesn't have a huge impact on their bottom line. What are some of those solutions for businesses specifically? For business specifically.
Okay, number one, what we do there's something, I know in South Africa most people are not familiar with the concept of energy auditing. It's energy management. That's the solution that we offer for businesses. You see, let me just make an example with the small businesses like you are saying, like a retail business, for instance. I'll take it. Each and every month, business people will know what I'm talking about. Each and every month they do something they called a stock take, where they're looking at stock variation and check whatever they've brought in, whatever they sold as compared to the damages and all those things. So what I've noticed is that because we've been doing energy auditing for a lot of companies, it's only when it comes to electricity where they do not do the stock take, because the municipality meter or Eskom meter that is sitting on your property, on your business, is like it's like a person employed to actually count whatever electricity that we are bringing into your business. So each and every month, you need to know how much you've brought in and what did you use it for. So when you come in for energy auditing or energy management, we give you a clear picture of what goes where in terms of electricity, because each and every electrical appliance, at the back or underneath, it has a tag that actually defines how much energy does it take or how much energy does it require in order to run. You will find that some of the equipment or some of the plants, they need some service. They now demand more than what they should take. And another interesting thing that we're recently doing with businesses, because there is a new tariff that municipality, and actually it's an Eskom tariff, is called a time of use tariff. This solution actually have a huge impact in lessening the chances of load shedding, because it's a cheaper rate tariff when you are moving your consumption to a non-peak time zone in a day. Let's say, for typical example, you'll find that if you're using more of your energy during peak time, which is 8 o'clock at night or 8 o'clock in the morning, they're going to be charging you a higher amount than the amount that you've been charged when using during off-peak. But one thing that is good about this tariff is that a business is able to now shift their load to a time zone that is much more convenient for them to work as a business, because it makes much more business sense now to do your operation during off-peak rather than during your peak time. And the good thing about the time of use tariff is that all the rates are lower than the current rate. And what we've noticed during our energy auditing is that a lot of tariff structure that businesses are operating on. Some of them have already been discontinued. If you go to Eskom website or municipality website, you'll find that they say they are no longer available to new customers, but the existing customers can still be on those tariffs. And customers who are migrating to the new time of use tariff, they always see a great impact and a great saving. So we've assisted a lot of businesses. If you visit our website, you can see testimonials. We've got customers who are saving more than 20,000 rand per month on their monthly piece. I'm talking about a small size of a service station. They're saving 20,000 from a bill of 100,000, maybe. Let me just do an example. There's one customer, then we came in, we did our intervention, did our energy investigation, and once we were done, their bill used to go up to 130,000. Now they've never got any bill above 155, above 55,000.
That sounds like a very good business model. We're going to have to leave it there. You're the CEO of Prominent Energy Solutions, Lindo and Gemma, and as you just said there, you can find more details about them on their website, Prominent Energy Solutions. Thank you so much for coming in this Sunday. Now,